गुजर जाएगा, गुजर जाएगा। मुश्किल बहुत है मगर वक्त ही तो है। गुजर जाएगा, गुजर जाएगा।
Hi everybody. So it's a Sunday, but this Sunday is not like others in front of Jalsa. Today my video is dedicated to my inspiration, that is Big B. And I think he's not the inspiration for me only, but for millions of people around. Every Sunday, people flocked in front of his house to just have a look at it and see what destiny is that today is a Sunday and he is hospitalized in Ninavati Hospital. I would just say that I just pray that he just fights everything to the best of his spirits, because I know Big B as a person who has always been there in all situations. I am inspired by him not because that he is the Big B, but because that he belongs to a city of Allahabad. So of course that soft corner is there. I feel very proud that he was born into a city where I am born. And he is a person that all ages get inspired with. As a brand person, I advocate that all of us should have a personal brand. But I think that nobody can be what Amitabh Bachchan is. And that is the reason why the Twitter and the media is flogged with only one news, that we wish Amit ji a best of recovery from COVID. So please watch my video. Today's video is dedicated to what all I have learned from this phenomenal person who has been a big impact in my life. So keep watching. What does Amitabh Bachchan mean to me? He means madness. He means the powerhouse of work. He means an inspiration. He means a person that I really love and adore. So when I talk about Amit ji, he started his journey way back, and I think Bollywood is known by his name. India is known where Amitabh Bachchan lives and not the vice versa. But do you think that everything came on a silver platter? No. Born into a family of a renowned poet, but wanted to discover something within him. He wanted to become an engineer, but then, as fate would have it, he became the best Bollywood actor. So when I talk about Big B, I would just say that a child, I remember when I was 3 years old, I met him somewhere in Allahabad during an election. Although I really don't feel any memories of it, but I'm just happy that maybe I met him, and then I saw him when he came to Allahabad with the ashes of Rajiv Gandhi. But the people of Allahabad were flogged not to see the ashes of the Prime Minister, ex-Prime Minister, but to see their Amitabh Bachchan. So I think that is the connect he has. From the poor to the rich, from the children to the old, he has a philosophy of touching the hearts of millions. Being from a family of doctors, I would also tell you that he is a person who has a very high regard for doctor fraternity, because he believes that if he is living today, it is because of this fraternity. And if you would have seen his recent video where he is thanking the hospitals and the nursing staff of the hospital which is taking care of him, that is what Amitabh Bachchan is. Having the worst illness that a person could think of, still he's thinking about others. He's thinking about giving back. He's thinking about thanking others. And that makes him what he is. So just be with me and see what you can learn from the icon himself, that is Big B. Hi, so welcome back. The very first thing that I learned from him is the work discipline. Do you know that he is only living on his 25% liver? When he was injured during his accident in Kuli, there were 200 bottles of blood which was transfused to save him. And maybe out of that, one would be carrying that hepatitis B virus. So with that liver, he is working, he is jogging, he is doing workouts, he is penning down a blog, and he is reaching millions every day, every second. Do you think that anybody can have the discipline what he has? I leave the answer to you. Second, he is so digitally savvy. He is not a person who is confined into the old ways of connecting with people. At the age of 77, he is so flexible in his thoughts. He always says that he learns from youngsters. Recently, when he tweeted about his health, it was his 3590 tweet. And it is the discipline of putting a tweet each day. So when he tweets at the rate Senior Bachchan, there are so many people who are waiting just to see a tweet from Big B. And he is the hope for many. So I think he is so digitally savvy that makes him connect with everybody and anybody around. The third thing, he is very humble. Every Sunday he comes to his house outside and he reaches to people, he greets them, and he says that whatever I am, it is because of you. Even if he doesn't say that, do you feel that there will be a difference? No. But it is his way of giving it back to the people who have made him what he is today. The next thing that I really appreciate is the way he thinks for the nation and the society. You name a government program and he has been associated with it. Be it pulse polio, tuberculosis, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, COVID. You can see him speaking about anything and everything. And why people reach to him? Because he is a big brand. Whatever he says in India is a religion. I remember when he came into a movie Family and there was some picture of him on the poster which was objected by the media saying that if Amitabh Bachchan is shown doing this, then the others would be influenced the same way. So that is the fan following he carries. And I think that is very important because unless and until we connect with the people around, how can we be a brand? Everybody in the family is known by that they are associated with Amitabh Bachchan. And I think that they are more lucky to have an inspiration in the house himself. And that is our very Big B. The other thing that everybody should learn from him is how we can bounce back in life. Lockdown hai, businesses are being shut. There are so many people who are suffering from depression. But if you remember, ABC was into huge debts and they didn't have money. And then it was Amitabh Bachchan who took over the series of KBC. And by shooting his KBC episodes and making the entire country scream for Kaun Banega Crorepati, he covered the entire debts that he paid off, all the debts that he had. And I think the way he bounced back to life, it is like a phoenix. So revival from the ashes, if that is the way Amitabh Bachchan has inspired many. So just remember his story. How can we get disheartened? If he can't get disheartened being a person of that epitome and he doesn't have egos, if you look to his virtue of work ethics, उसके लिए ये मैटर ही नहीं करता that if he is advertising for a Dabur Navratan or for a Star Biscuit or anything else. और आजकल के स्टार्स यू मे हैव ईगोज, मैं इसके साथ काम करूंगा, मैं उसके साथ नहीं करूंगा. सो व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट अमिताभ बच्चन, ही इज अ पर्सन, फॉर हिम वर्क इज वर्क. कोई चीज बड़ी छोटी नहीं है. एंड दीज वर्च्यूज आर समथिंग दैट आई गेट रियली इंस्पायर्ड फ्रॉम दैट. And I think in life we have problems. Each one of us has their own set of problems. But running from them, getting depressed, doing something which is not at least welcomed by anybody, and think of the people who are around you. Running from mistakes is the easiest. But I think you should learn from him how you can bounce back to life. And Big B and Amitabh Bachchan is that for everybody. And that is why we all are praying that this time also he will bounce back to great, healthy, happy life. So just wish that everything becomes good. And please remember that if you are really a big fan of Amit ji, mention one virtue that you have learned from him in the comment below. And just make that virtue in yourself live if you want to be connected to Amitabh Bachchan. Thanks. गुजर जाएगा, मुश्किल बहुत है, मगर वक्त ही तो है, गुजर जाएगा. These are lines from Amitabh ji himself, where he has dedicated a video for COVID. And when you look at that video, his voice, the way he is speaking, that brings in so much of optimism in each one of us. When I was in school, there was a poem, or I would say a story, The Last Leaf, where there was a painter who painted a last leaf on the wall in front of a patient who was dying. And that patient believed that till that leaf would be there on the wall, he would be having his heartbeat going. And one day he heard that the painter was no more and he had died. And when he went out, he saw that leaf. Actually, it was not a leaf, it was a painted leaf. And I think that is the optimism which that painter gave to that fighting patient. That is Amitabh to me. If you see him in his movies, Pa, Gulabo Sitabo, and many such movies, do you think anybody could have done that role better? Black, you name it, and to every role that he does, he gives his 100%. So on this day, I would just say that along with all the Indians, Amitji, we just wish you a very speedy recovery. I know you are a fighter. I know you will fight it out. It is just that you just have to be calm. You just have to remember the blessings of Almighty, which is always with you, and the blessings of your parents, and so the 130 billion people whose heartbeat beats for you. With all the doctors, with all the things around, I think the only thing that will make you come out of it is your willpower. So I think today each Indian would be giving their small prayer and energy to you to fight it out. And I just wish that you do that. And I believe that you will come out of it. I just hope that each and every person who is watching this video, please comment, wish a speedy recovery to Big B. Or, we want you back, sir. Happy and healthy. Your each comment will give a prayer to Big B. So please don't hesitate. Don't think that not commenting will work. I just request you to comment for his speedy recovery. My icon, my inspiration, and the person we all love to be. And that is Amitabh Bachchan. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and keep connected for lots of positivity, lots of mutual inspiration, and lots of happy Sundays. And I wish the next Sunday morning brings lots of healthy happiness for my Big B, for my inspiration, from whom I have learned work attitude, discipline, patience, personal branding, connect with people, being digitally savvy, and giving back to the society. Lots of love to everybody who is watching. Thank you for loving me, for connecting with me, and for subscribing my video. Please don't forget to put a comment for my Big B, your Big B. Thank you.